Almighty God that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles.
Britain has received intelligence that Russia could launch an attack on NATO as soon as 2030. This could put us in direct conflict with the world's biggest nuclear state. We could not be facing a more serious situation, and our politics should be reflecting the gravity of this moment. Every single party in Westminster should be talking about our national security. Instead, we have the opposite. Just at a time when Britain needs focus, Westminster has never been more distracted. We are sending an outgoing Prime Minister to that NATO summit who is completely powerless, and he is taking with him a defence investment plan which he knows is not fit for purpose, with barely half of the additional funding that our armed forces need. So little that the former Defence Secretary quit the government because he believes the plans would put British troops in danger. Are we really supposed to pretend that didn't happen? I don't think that Vladimir Putin is going to be worried about Nigel Farage. And I don't think he's going to be worried about Andy Burnham either. Putin doesn't care how nationalised your buses are, and he doesn't care whether number 10 is in Manchester or London. What Vladimir Putin is interested in is whether Britain can defend herself or not. At a time when we need serious leadership, there is only one party acting with any common sense. There is only one party with a plan to keep Britain safe, and that is the Conservatives. So we have worked up a plan to save billions on welfare and spend that money on defence instead. And yes, that does mean making some tough choices. Politicians are here to make tough choices, but Labour MPs don't want to make those tough choices. And I think that's because they're not really Labour MPs. Do you think they're Labour MPs? No, I don't think they're Labour MPs. They are welfare MPs. They are welfare MPs. And I've already offered to work with Labour on this. And so I will reiterate my offer to the incoming Prime Minister, whether it's Andy Burnham or maybe even Al Carns. He's not telling us what he's doing. But Andy Burnham, who's most likely, says that he wants to do politics differently. So let's do it. And I say to him, work with us and let's agree a plan to cut welfare and fund defence. Britain is in the middle of a World Cup summer. There is another heat wave on. People are having fun, watching the football and going to the pub, and quite right too. We should be able to enjoy ourselves. We should be. But we should be able to enjoy ourselves safe in the knowledge that our national security is being taken care of by the government. But it isn't. Burnham wants a summer holiday. Farage is in hiding. Starmer is retiring. Right at the time, yes, I know, it is good. It is good that he's retiring. Thanks, Andrew, for reminding me of that. He is retiring, but all of this is happening right at the time when difficult decisions need to be made. Silly season is not for the people running the country. Britain needs some grown-ups in the room, but there don't appear to be any outside the Conservative Party. Right. So on the question of Andy Burnham, what I have actually said is that he needs to come to Parliament before recess. It would just be adding an extra day or two. Russia is watching. We had a Russian warplane drop sonar devices around British ships. We saw what happened with that warning shot that was fired at a yacht. We can't just pretend that nothing's happening. And he's got absolutely nothing to say about this. And I think that's because he doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know what to think. We have someone who's coming in as Prime Minister. He's not having any hustings, not answering questions. And we need to be really worried about that. Yes, of course, it's summer. And yes, there's a World Cup on and the quarterfinals of Wimbledon. And we all wish that we don't need to think about these things. The public probably don't need to. But as a politician, as the leader of the opposition, the person who's supposed to hold the government to account, I'm not taking my eye off the ball. I am paying attention. And I do think that he's got some serious questions to answer. He should come to Parliament and answer those questions. If he really is the Prime Minister in waiting, he needs to start acting like a leader.